Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for visiting, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos, only if you know what your placements are. Cross-watchers, you are most definitely welcome. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If the video does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit your circumstances at all. For anyone else and everyone else that the message does make sense to, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. Once again, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If the story is for you, it'll be for you from the beginning of the reading to the end of the reading. There's no in between about it. This channel is different. If I am speaking about your circumstances and your situation, it will be for you from the beginning of the reading to the end. As my grandmother would say, from the rooter to the tutor. This is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. Cross-watchers are most definitely welcome because cross-watchers are nosy people, right? They're either here to see if they can find out some information about their person, and they want to see what's going on in that person's life. However, if the message is for you, it'll be for you from the beginning of the reading till the end. This is a Cancer reading. I hope everyone is doing well. I really do. Even to my family members that like to watch. And you hoping that I'll be saying something about your circumstances. And I may or I may not. It all depends on what the cards bring out. I've cleansed my space. Thank you for the hearts. I've cleansed my space. And you all know, whomever follows me, you know that I exactly like to start off with this deck every once in a while. I hope everyone is doing well. And to the people that dislike my channel, I hope you're doing well. Let's see if we can get through this reading without someone trying to report or trying to flag, right? It's so tiresome. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Cancer. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear for Cancers. Thank you. Spirit guides, what message do you have for Cancers at this present time? What does Cancers need to know? How do you want to start this journey for them? What message do you have for the sign of Cancer? Thank you. We're starting off in other news. I hope you can see the card. This is in other news. Spirit wants you to allow love into your life, Cancer. The door of love and romance is open for you. Let your guard down and welcome it. Spirit says you deserve it. Cancers. A lot of Cancers, right? Specifically male or female. But a lot of Cancers have their guard up because they don't trust easily. You have your guard up because you've been hurt. There are some Cancers who have done the hurting as well. But Spirit is saying, open up your heart to allow love to come in. You deserve it. The door of romance is open. If you're dealing with someone and you're unsure if you should open the door to love to see where this situation can go. Spirit is saying, open that door, keep it open, and not to be afraid of love. You know, if you're in a relationship, Spirit is saying, why are you in this relationship if you're not open to the relationship? Because there are some people who are in relationships, but you're not open to it, meaning that you're not going to give all of yourself to it. And I know this all too well. You know, when my husband and I, when we started talking as friends, it was just that, as friends. You know, getting to know each other once again because we grew up together. However, he went his way, I went my way. He got married, I got married, true story. However, when we started talking to each other as friends, the friendship started to grow. And I stated to him, look, I can give you some of me, but not all of me. He said, well, if you can't give me all of you, then there's no reason for me to be here. And I was like, whew, because listen, I've never been turned down before, not like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to trust this. Cancers, trust the situation. Trust that everything is going to be okay. Cancer people are a good judge of character. But one of your flaws is that you're always trying to fix someone, or you give so much to whereas it depletes you. Take your time. If you see the red flag, don't ignore them, address them. And if the red flag is something that you don't want to address, then walk away. But Spirit is saying that you can have love, that you deserve it. It's for you not to be afraid of it. You want romance, you can have it. But you have to let your guard down and welcome it. Spirit says you really do deserve it, Cancer, and you do. At the bottom of the deck, we have in other news. I hope you can see the card. With the candles, there's a glare. Thank you for the new follows. Thank you for the hearts. And hello, I saw the hi. In other news, there will soon be cause for celebration in your life. Spirit says, get ready to call up family and friends to propose a toast to you on your achievements. Listen. You may be celebrating this new relationship. You may be celebrating you because you're like, wow, I'm finally going to do this. I'm going to let my guard down and I'm going to allow love to come in. You're going to be celebrating something, Cancer. You know, whether it's a new job, a new promotion on your job, moving to a new home, purchasing a new car, whatever this celebration is, Spirit is saying there is cause for celebration in your life. So get ready to call up friends if you choose to do so. If you choose to share the good news, call up family if you choose to share the good news, and propose a toast to you on your achievements. Listen, I know what's coming in for me, Cancers. And I know that it's time to celebrate, but I'm going to be honest. I'm not calling up any friend. I'm not calling up any family because I'm going to keep the good news in-house. You can call up friends. If you have the type of friends that you can celebrate this good news with, you can call up family if you have the type of family that you can celebrate this good news with. But there is cause for celebration in your life at present. So let's get to this reading. This is going to be a love reading, right? I was going to let the cards fall how they would, but then we have this. Spirit wants you to allow love into your life. The door of love and romance is open for you. Let your guard down and welcome it. Spirit says you deserve it. So we're going to look at Cancers overall and whole, whether male, whether female, we're going to look at cancers in whole. So if you're in a relationship, let's find out how they feel about you. This is going to be a quick reading tonight, right? And I'll get back at you tomorrow. This is going to be a quick reading. My son just popped in for a visit, and he was here a couple of weeks ago. Then he and his girlfriend popped in again today. I wasn't sure that I was going to see him today, right? Sometimes children, no matter how old, right, or young, they miss their mom's food, right? That's what my husband said. Dad, he was hungry, right? So he drove, 16, 17 hours for some food. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for whomever needs to hear it. This reading is for the sign of Cancer, male or female. We're going to see how they feel about you, their true intentions, what you want, what they want, what brings you two together, what has pulled you apart. We're going to look into the energy around the relationship, what's been hidden, and will the relationship be successful. If you're single, we're going to see who's coming towards you. Spirit guides, what does Cancer need to know? What's going on in Cancer's life at this present time? Spirit guides, what's going on? Thank you so much. Let's see what's going on in Cancer's life. This is going to be a 9-card spread. 2 more cards on the table. 2 more cards, Spirit guides. What else does Cancers need to know? Cancers, let's find out. 2 more cards. We have this. 1 more card, Spirit guides. 1 more card. And we're going to take this one that stood up. Cancers, how we're starting off is with the past. How they feel about you. Past situation, right? So you could have dealt with a traumatic situation from this partner. A situation that could have been toxic. But this is you. You're like, if I give this another chance, this is for my Cancers, right? If I give this relationship a new chance, I have to release something. I have to release holding on to past hurt, past pain, past infidelities from this person. So you have to release something in order for something new to come in with this relationship. If I'm speaking to a Cancer that's thinking about going to a past partner, you know, it's time for you and this person to listen to each other. Instead of constantly bickering, talking about past problems, past situations, you have to listen to each other and then let it go if you want to proceed forward. Your soul has told you what to do. You know if you're strong enough to give this another go or to move on to something new with someone new. But the past is returning. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear the past returning, right? Listen, I'm the type of person, when it's done, no going back. But there's a Cancer here. The card is saying that in order for you to give this another try, if you choose to give it another try, you have to release the things that transpired between the two of you. If not, then it's going to be a repetitive cycle between the two of you, right? We have, and that number was the number 6. Let me show you. This is the number 6. We also have the number 32, the Great Goddess. And when the Great Goddess appears in a reading, right, this is transcending. This is divinity, right? So this is their true intentions for you. They want to move forward, this person. They want to let the past go, past hurt, past pain. They want you to let it go in order for the two of you to move forward. Cancer, a part of you is saying, I want to let it go too. But a part of you is like, I don't trust this. But Spirit is saying the first card that we received was that you can open the door to love. And if there's a part of you that's saying that I can't trust this, then there's no need for you to waste your time and move forward, because the door to romance is open for you. It doesn't have to be with the past person. It could be with a new person. We have the number 31. Listen, Cancers, we know that you are a badass, right? Male or female, you are a badass, meaning that you are very attractive. Sometimes when relationships don't work out, a lot of people forget who they are before the relationship. But, darling, do you remember? Do you remember who you were before this toxicity entered into your life? You were a badass then, and you are still a badass now. Cancers, listen, sometimes people, they do try to destroy you. They try to break your spirit. They try to hurt you in a manner to whereas you won't pick up the pieces to move on to someone new. Pick up the pieces, Cancer. If you don't want to go back to this past person, move forward, but move forward with confidence, knowing that you can have whatever it is that you desire. Some of you, whomever I'm speaking to, forgot who you are. And the card is saying this is the number 31. Flip it and reverse it. It's the number 13. But you are that girl, or you are that guy. So whatever you endured in your past relationship, guess what? We lose pieces of ourselves. But when we regain our strength, guess what happens? You come back to who you were, but a stronger version of who you are. So blessings are going to flow. You're going to have this magical energy that's coming in. And remember, at the bottom of the deck in my spiritual news deck, it says there will soon be cause for celebration in your life. Spirit says, get ready to call up family, friends, to propose a toast to you on your achievements, right? So, never forget who you are. Don't let a relationship take you away from you. Listen, what do you want? And you want to regain your strength, your confidence. You don't want to go through the turmoil from what transpired between you and another person. You are welcome. We have the number 37, which is the truth. Now, there's some truth that needs to be said. What they want the truth. Do you want me or don't you? Do you want to give us a chance or don't you? Listen, this is honor. You're going to honor yourself, because you are, after all, male or female, the Empress. And you're going to lead with integrity. And you're going to go with how you feel about the situation versus what anyone else thinks, right? Because there's some people that may feel like, Cancer, you should give this person a chance. It wasn't so bad. Cancer, if you felt like you've lost any parts of you, then guess what? I would say I would move on to something new. There's no win, there's no lose, because Spirit is saying, open the door to romance, open the door to love, not to be afraid of it. So, you have the opportunity to go to a past person, or you will have the opportunity to move towards something new, someone new. We have the number 21. We have the number 21, right? But what will bring the two of you together? There's blessings and curses, right? within certain relationships. Certain relationships can be a blessing and some can be a curse. Some relationships can deplete you, make you feel like you've lost parts of you energetically, right? However, most cancers, how can I say, are empaths. You have this all-knowing. You have this psychic connection, right? To people, to things. But the one thing that you have a psychic connection to is yourself. Self-love. You know what you deserve. You know what you desire. You know what you want. You know that you are beautiful because some of you are coming back to the true nature of who you are. You realize that I am that badass chick or I am that fly guy. But you're remembering who you are. You know, there are so many ways that we can see this number 21 pop up in our daily lives, right? The number could appear in a time, a date, a monetary transaction, a license plate, or even the number of messages that you have in your phone. But when you see the number 21 in your daily life, it could be a sign from your guardian angels to put your trust in them and keep your thoughts positive, and you will be able to manifest your desires in every aspect of your life. Another way to look at this number 21 is an expression of root number 3. By adding 2 plus 1, you will end up with the number 3. Root number 3 resonates with vibration of creativity and also completion. Remember, when you see the angel number 21, it is an indication from your angels that you are able to create and manifest outcomes at a high level. Your life is heading in a new direction, a positive direction, having to do with teamwork. You can partner back up with this past person, or you can move forward to the new, because there is someone new coming your way if you choose not to take the past person back. You know, let's sum the number 21 up like this, whether this is a creative collaboration or is something to do with your personal or professional life, it is sure to be rewarding and fulfilling. Like I said, there's no win, there's no lose. You know, you will have your happiness. You will have your happily ever after, no matter which way you decide to go, Cancer. But the number 21, when you manifest, always remember, you can manifest 50 times a day, but nothing is going to come to fruition if you're not manifesting with a feeling. You have to have a feeling of knowing that you're going to be successful, knowing that you are going to win. People can speak words all day long, but if it's not accompanied by an action, a feeling that I know I won, that I know that I have this person, whatever you're manifesting, you have to see yourself with that, with whatever it is. But it has to be accompanied by a feeling. Listen, under the card, the number 21, there's another card, the number 34. Flip it and reverse it. It's the number 43, right? I like the number 43, right? But it's time to come home. Come home. Come back to who you are. Because like I said, there's someone here who forgot who they are. They forgot their strengths, right? But this card is the goddess of the sea. This is abundance all around you. This is you going through a purification, right? Letting go of the ego, but going with the natural flow of life. Because you can go with the natural flow knowing that you are that badass, right? It's plain and simple. We have the number 20. You don't need it all figured out. So someone may be saying, I don't need this. I'm not going back to the past. What was done was done. What was said was said. But you feel like you have it all figured out, right? But this is the gifted guy coming in. These are the stars, right? This is no more chaos. This is you knowing that if I don't take this past person back, that I do have new opportunities ahead of me. And I feel like I want to go with the new. So there's someone that's going to go with the new. They want changes. They don't want to do the same old things, the arguing, the fighting. You don't want the chaos in your life. So here comes the number 40. When the number 40 appears, it's okay. Right? It's okay. When the number 40 appears, it's okay, because there's someone that may be saying, look, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what decision I'm going to make. So there's a sense of uncertainty, right? But fate says this is your season to be happy. No matter which way you decide to go, this is your season to be happy, because this is fate. You have a choice in the direction that you want to be in. You can go back to the past, right, and give it another try if you choose to do that. But you can leave the past where it's at. Don't look back and move forward. But you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be truthful with yourself. And when you're true to your own feelings, that means you honor who you are. We have the number 4. And I love that the number 4 has shown up for you, Cancer, because anytime that the number 4 appears in a reading, if you've been following me, you know that means make a wish. So here's a wish on the board for you, right? The number 4 is related to self-expression, loyalty, mental stability, trust, patience, organization, and also determination. The number 4 is also a number that possesses energies of the archangels overall. 4 is a number of focus, right? Foundation, a completion. Maybe someone here may be saying, listen, I've completed that past situation. I've healed, or I'm healing, and I'm going to be honest with myself. But look out for it, and you will see the number 4 and the sequences of 44, 444, and 4444. Those numbers and those sequences hold great power. Whatever you wish for will be granted, Cancer, as long as the wish isn't made to harm anyone. Make the wish with gratitude, feeling or showing an appreciation of kindness and being thankful. This make a wish, this number 4 that appeared for you, listen, there's someone here who many people think that you are a little strange. But it's not that you're strange, you're brilliant. But instead of you always helping everyone, being Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It, you give that energy back to yourself. This is the Moon card. And the moon, a lot of people, right, they say is something hidden. But I like the moon. I love the moon, because the moon comes out when it's dark, but the moon lights up the night sky, right? So this is duality. You are that hidden gem. You have a secret power, and it's time for you to use it. And your secret power is your strength. Your secret power is your bravery. Your secret power is you being courageous with whatever decision you make. If you decide to go with the past person, stand in your truth. If you decide to leave the past person alone, stand in your truth. If you decide to move forward, stand in your truth, because you are brave and you are courageous and you have the strength to handle whatever direction it is that you decide to go. The moon is illuminating the night sky. So there's someone here that's deep into thought, trying to figure out which way I should go. but you hold the secret power. And that secret power is putting you first and making the best decision for you. At the bottom of the deck, we have the number 33, the double digit, the number 33, right? Cancers, it's time for you to find new associates, find new friends, right? Find those who are equally yoked to you, people that inspire you, that will help you bloom. Because there's been people around you where you felt like there was no growth. But there's someone that's coming in that the two of you will be able to grow together, choosing the new. Some of you, this could be about community, getting up, getting out, and meeting the people in your community, but you're going to have a new connection with someone when you decide to move forward, if you're letting the past go. But you're going to grow together with this person. There's going to be reciprocation between the two of you. Remember, the first card that we received was in other news. Spirit wants you to allow love into your life. The door of love and romance is open for you. Let your guard down and welcome it. Spirit says you deserve it. You know what you've been through with the past person. You know how it felt. You know what you want versus what you don't want. And you have choices. Everyone has a choice. But you have to stand in your strength in whatever choice you make. Whether it's moving forward with the new or stepping back and giving it another try with the old. Spirit is saying you won't lose, because whatever direction you take, there's going to be a cause for celebration. You know, there's celebration. There will soon be a cause for celebration in your life. Spirit says get ready to call upon family and friends to propose a toast to you on your achievements. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Cancer. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear for Cancer. Thank you. Spirit guides, what message do we have for Cancer at this present time? What message do you have for Cancer? What does Cancer need to know? Okay. We have, what am I grateful for right now? So Cancers, what are you grateful for right now? Adopt an abundance mindset. Gratitude is the antidote to our problems. It is impossible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude improves our health, opens our heart, and changes our state. Today's soul action. The universal law of attraction says that we attract into our lives that on which we are focused. It's true. It's called the power of the subconscious mind. The Bible says, so as a man or woman thinketh, so he or she is. The power of the subconscious mind says thoughts do become things. So close your eyes, put your hands on your heart, and think of 3 things for which you are grateful for today. And notice the abundance growing inside of you. Listen, I do that on a daily, period. I'm always grateful or thankful for something, you know, because if you have nothing to be grateful for, then how do you expect for things to change in your life, right? I'm thankful to be able to go to bed and wake up. I am thankful knowing that the people that I care for are doing well. I am thankful for so many things, right? There's something to be thankful for every single day. And I show gratitude by thanking the universe, right? What excuses am I making right now? So Cancers, what excuses are you making right now? No more waiting. Cancers, no more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now, right? Today, so action. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision and do it even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart and you will be led. You know, sometimes we ask for things from the universe or whomever you pray to, but sometimes you ask for things through prayer or meditation that you yourself are not even ready for. You may pray, you may meditate, but deep down you're hoping that it doesn't come to fruition, and that's the truth. But when you meditate or when you pray, you must accompany it by a feeling of not having any doubt, of being for sure that it will come to fruition. You have to be so for sure for you to have what it is that you desire. At the bottom of the deck, what boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? So what boundaries do you need to create or strengthen within your relationships? If you're going to go back to a past person, there are boundaries that need to be set. There are things that need to be discussed in order for you to proceed forward with a past person. The spirit wants you to know that you can allow love to come into your life. The door of love and romance is open for you. Let your guard down and welcome it. Spirit says you deserve it. But if you're going back to a past person, if you're thinking about giving someone a try, you definitely, without a doubt, need to set some boundaries, because you don't want to keep going through the same mess that you went through before with the past person. Even with the new person, you need to discuss things, right? Meeting someone new, you need to have conversations of things that you like versus what you don't like. To create more healthy boundaries, we must first get in tune with our own needs, desires, and feelings, and believe we are worthy of them, which is true. In your relationships, it's essential to know where they end versus where they begin. Today's soul action, Cancer. When we separate our energy from others, we gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. If you are an empath, you can still be compassionate towards others without taking on their stuff. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone. And let me tell you, you're not here to fix anyone. You're here to become a better version of who you were yesterday. You're not here to fix anyone. Listen, I have adult children, and I am not here to even fix my adult children at all. You know, my mom passed away, right? She crossed over. She went into a different realm. And she left me her home. And I had a neighbor of my mother's to park into the driveway, you know, so that people could think someone is in the house, being that I'm at a distance. So I had an agreement with one of the neighbors, and, you know, she was parking there. And so then one day she calls me on the phone, and she's like, there's this woman who cursed me out, blah, 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 blah. So now I'm up there in that state, and she's telling me about this girl. So I said to her straight up, that was my son's girlfriend. And she was like, she told me to move the car. I couldn't park in the driveway. I said, no, 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 no. She has nothing to do with what's going on here. And this young lady worked for the city, right? She worked for the city. I told her I would sue because she was in uniform. She knocked on your door, cursed you out. That was a violation. Well, I get a phone call yesterday, And this gentleman is like, there's a truck parked in the driveway. So he describes the truck. My husband is like, that's your son's truck. So I said, okay. I called my son. I said, you're parked in the driveway? He said, yes. I said, I didn't give you permission to park in the driveway. See, the problem is, being that it's grandma's house, which is my mother's, grandma's not here anymore. So this is not our home. This is not our family home. And you don't get to park where you want without informing me or asking me. You have to set boundaries no matter who it is. What I had in place, what I have in place is what I need to be in place for me. So when he walks in tonight with his girlfriend, I said, listen, your girlfriend is not even allowed near my mother's home. I don't want her near my mother's home. Yes, she's here with you in this home, but in my mother's home, it was a violation. Regardless if you sent her over there to the neighbor or if she went on her own, either way, I didn't like it. He didn't say a word. You have to set boundaries. No matter who or what it is, you have to set boundaries. My son, absolutely. His grandma's home, absolutely. His grandma is no longer here, so you don't get to go over there anytime you want. Not even to park a car in the driveway. Listen, people feel like you touch a nerve when you set boundaries, like you've hurt them. But you're setting boundaries for the betterment of you, to protect you, no matter who it is. And I'm always having to set boundaries with people because we all don't think alike. We don't act alike. And with that being said, we're all different. But you have to set boundaries to let a person know what you will accept versus what you won't accept. And you have to leave it there, whether or not if they get mad. It has nothing to do with you. But you always have to honor your truth, honor your integrity, no matter who it is. But today's so action when it comes to boundaries. When we separate our energy from others, we gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with our lives. If you are an empath, you can still be compassionate towards others without taking on their stuff. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone. So he had to find another parking spot. Plain and simple. Today's mantra. I have everything I need within me now. And so do they. I am worthy of my needs. I set boundaries based on what's best for me. Cancers, you always have to set boundaries on what's best for you. Whether going back to a past person, you need to have a discussion by not holding back, and you have to set your boundaries. What you will tolerate versus what you will not tolerate. You have to set your boundaries on what's best for you. And setting your boundaries, you can do it in a tasteful way. As I had to set boundaries with my son, but I did it in a tasteful way. Now, there's some times when I can get out of pocket and things can be distasteful. But guess what? That only shakes up my energy. And I don't need my energy to be shaken up for anyone. I need every part of me. So do they, and so do you. Even in a new relationship, meeting someone new, you should have conversations. You should discuss what you want versus what you don't want in a relationship so that you can have an understanding if this is the person I want to be with or not. Should I move forward with this person? The bottom line, we all have choices, and we should always set boundaries on what's best for who we are as a person, right? Cancers, you have some great news coming in. There is cause for celebration. Plain and simple. The card says that you're going to be celebrating and sharing the good news with family and friends. I know what's coming in for me, and I'm celebrating, but it won't be with family and friends, right? It's going to be with who's in this house, right? Take your time. The door to romance is open. You can have your happily ever after. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship, whether meeting someone new or having someone from the past. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship, but you should always set boundaries, speak your truth, no matter how difficult it may be. A lot of times, Cancer people, you hold back. Do not hold back. Set boundaries on what's best for you. You don't have to allow your ex to be in your life anymore at all. That means you're setting boundaries and you're moving forward for you. No one has to take a past person back. As I said in the reading, I don't go backwards, I go forwards. I don't even want to be friends with an ex at all. I don't even want to be acquaintances with an ex at all, because for me, an ex is an ex for a reason. And I want to move forward. I have to move forward. I don't want to regress in life. I'm a grown adult. I'm an adult. An ex is an ex for a reason. It doesn't mean that you hate that person, you dislike that person, but if they were someone who affected your energy in any type of way, then you have to set boundaries to move forward. Some people have to be in their ex's life, especially when they have minor children together, because you have to make decisions together. And if you share custody of the child, so you have to speak to that person. But when you have adult children, then you don't have to have conversations or communicate. It doesn't mean that you hate a person. It just means that that part of your life is over and you're moving forward. But an ex is an ex for a reason. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I send to you nothing but love and light. Cancers, you have directions that you can go in, and you have to pick the best direction for you. Past or move forward. The door to romance, the door to love is open. You definitely deserve it if that's what you choose. I send to you all nothing but love and light. Good night.